Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. Literally off where we left off. Um, and we have yes. Um, I actually have no idea what I want to make because I do want to end up going into space at some point. But the problem is to get up there, I'm going to need hydrogen. I'm pretty sure. Which I do have hydrogen in the tank, quite literally speaking. But it then kind of becomes how. But I need to make a craft that can go up there and that can defend itself, which I'm going to be using laser turrets for. Um, but I guess first things first is I'm probably going to have to make um cargo. Yes. Okay. Right. I need about 200 and oh, this is going to be so difficult. But I actually need supplies more than anything, so I'm actually going to do some mining, I guess. Get all this said and done. Doot, 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 doot. Wom. Okay, right. Oh wait, that was also something I wanted to build. An ore detector. Or an ore detector. I don't have one of those on board. At least I don't think I do. If I do, once I haven't seen it. Come on. Oh, thank you. Ore. On, off. Okay. I got silicone. Why did that take a hit so badly? Got ice, ice. Right now I got 2 hours of fuel minimum, I think. And I could essentially attach some ions to this to some very basic degrees and literally launch myself into space. That would be kind of funny. But getting back to the planet would be the hard part in that scenario. Yeah, I do have a base thing. Right. Uh, I really do not have that good forward thrusters. Like I can fly on them, but only just. What's that? Oh, field research outpost. Oh, wait. That looks like something different. Hello. very least, I'm exploring, right? Sadly, I do need to be about maybe. Oh well, there's magnesium down there. I'm kind of weirdly, I'm kind of interested in iron mostly. That's not weird at all. Just really need iron. Flying low and slow is kind of what my course of action needs to be here. Yeah, I'm gonna just head back to base. Dig up stone. Oh, there's nickel over there. That's kind of nice. Which way I hang for? How far do you detect? Only 50. Right, anything in the mountain? I mean, I can just dig the mountain, I guess. Just slowly dig through the mountain to get to home base, which I think will be very funny. Now, this thing does have a lot more capacity than I think it can carry. Let me dig up a little bit here. Jeez, I really am just cutting into the mountain here, aren't I? And that is not a good view, is it? Right. We have a good amount of stone. Yeah, I got a decent amount of stone right now. I ain't at maximum yet, but certainly hitting up there. Maybe I should make those like actual thruster pistons. Same with the ones in between the drills right there. I should probably make those legitimate thrusters. I used a lot of the thin ones because they looked cool, but honestly they... Yeah, I mean they're good at filling in the gap down there, but... How much stone do we have? I think we're actually doing great on the old stone. Yeah. Made a pretty decent miner. Pretty proud of myself with this. First craft I ever made, I called it the Guppy. Because it literally looked like a guppy with a shocked face when I put headlights on the top. Even more so when I changed those headlights to big thrusters because I wanted to make it fly at some point. Probably the cutest thing I've ever made. Okay, it seems like we're all... Let me back up here and use that. I mean, weirdly, I'm basically at a full load right now. I mean, yeah, we are as heavy as a brick. Realistically speaking, I probably should... Okay, no, I do have good forward brakes because I slow down faster and I brake faster than any other direction, which is actually kind of nice, though ironic as it may be, because I actually don't have... Ow. Why is my projector not on? Does the projector not turn on? Come on. Well, that's not great. Oh, crap. Okay, well. This is not great. I actually need the hope that the projector is silently working. Something tells me it is not. I need all the power I can get right now. Oh dear. Please repair me. Okay, seriously, why isn't the projector working? Projector, come on. Thank you. I don't. Project. Keep projection. Show only buildable. There we go. Thankfully, one thing I didn't get popped was the uh-oh. Hello, could the builder bots please build? That'd be nice. Okay. Good enough. Jeez. Okay, well. Reactor. Yeah. Reactor. Uranium. Guts. It should be fine. Okay, well, I will admit, could have been much, much better. And good news is we did in fact get ourselves I have no idea what's going on with those, but it's fine. Probably. How much stone did we get out of that? 200 and that. 900. Okay, we got over 1 million of stone, so that's pretty damn good. Oh hey, our shield generator's already built. That might be what's causing it. We might be fully out of power. Yes, we are. Ah, God. God dang. Terrible. Man. It's like, I have already dropped my drone a boatload of times. Maybe I should start remembering to turn off everything when it happens. Yeah. But yeah, it does appear we are completely out of juice. Or at least out of power. Shield. How's the old shields? Yeah, we are definitely at capacity here. You know what? I think it is time, since we are really not building anything else at the moment. I will invest in one of these. Oh. Actually had a lot of the stuff. A lot, not all, but comp. Eh. How are we doing on production here? Well, we're certainly producing everything we need, which is actually quite nice. So this is definitely going up. Honestly, I think it's a good thing I couldn't fill these up, because I might have to keep these as like just like an emergency storage of uranium that I can pull out of just on my own. Or just do it like that. As then we'll have a little bit of mini storage for uranium. And a bit extra stone, which is funny to me. Now there was an area that I wanted to replace some of these with actual thrusters, but I couldn't. Not in that spot. Okay, well, maybe here. Actually, no. I'll leave it. Mostly because I think I know where I can put some. I can add a few more onto this. I might actually have. I actually technically have a little bit of that. But right now, what is right there that isn't over here? Oh. It's actually just these that are there. Those two. Wait. That's this side. Oh, it's these. Right? Yeah. Oh, this side doesn't actually have these here. Okay. I can actually get rid of a few of these then. And then have it, re-add those. But honestly, really just need parts. Because I'm going to actually find somewhere else to put these. Which I think I could stick a few here. On either side of this. There we go. Just need one more. I'll take some stuff. Yeah. Now, I should do two more. That should ensure I have a good amount of thrust. After that, I actually think I'm going to need more back strictly. And then I guess, technically speaking, I could do that. Those are up to. Actually, I don't really need anything there, do I? Guess I could put some shield things there. hate that I made that. Now realizing that it was not the yeah, okay. And then over to here. Oh, I had these a little bit too far forward, too far back. Perfectly fine. Right, is that right now? Yeah. So then I can put these here. And then have that space too. Because honestly, having shields on this thing is actually an extremely good thing. Because despite how little there are of them, I can take a hit. Not a big one, but I can. Oh. I'll just have to get rid of that one. They're just fine. I can just put more of these there. Okay. I know everything should be going into this, at least I hope it is. I mean, motor-wise, everything will be going into that, but pretty much everything else should be going into reactor and stuff. Similar to, and this one. Let me just do this so that it recomputes the load here. Yeah. Shield flux coils. So it's this. Let me turn this off. I don't care right now. Right now I need power and nothing else. Because this is, yeah, it's gonna lose its stuff, but, well, actually it shouldn't. But yeah, it's, realistically speaking, I would actually rather have it actually doing something useful. Or no. You are going to be ores, tools, ammo, bottles. I'd rather have those be the tools, ammo, bottles things than these, to be perfectly honest. Okay. 4. I actually have a decent amount of ore, don't I? Sort of. Refinery. No, I could get a third refinery going, technically, if I wanted to. I mean, wouldn't be a bad idea. Now, this should actually build pretty quickly, because I think I have everything there. So that does remind me I should probably go around and regroup all those. Thrust, all thrusters. You and you. You. Because now I have significantly more up everything. Meaning I should have a bit more lift power. There we go. As well as having power in this. Now, how much do I have going in here right now? Yeah, actually quite a lot. I'm actually gonna go around and steal a bunch of bullets. And shove them in here. Because I want that reactor going up now. I'd rather have all the steel plates going somewhere else. Oh, actually, hang on. Just need steel plates going into the refinery. Which should help get everything up and running at the very least. Yeah, that's gonna take a while. Actually, I'll just do a basic refinery. Well, not a basic, but a refinery. It's not. I'll just do one of these. I feel like this one. Oh, they're literally the same price. Never mind. Well, they're the same price except one takes a little bit more than the other, I think, right? Yeah, it's just the industrial one takes middle grids. Well, I guess we'll get there eventually. That should help charge these up a bit faster. We should be fully charged in 30 minutes. But how are the batteries on board here, actually? I'm actually going to set these to auto. Actually, no, I'm not. Oh, this thing is actually... Oh, that's actually pretty cool. Well... Really, the only thing I can do now is build something big enough to fly and have those turrets. Trust me, I'm a terrible builder, so it's going to turn out to be like a Minecraft build. But if I can get into space and proactive salvage, pretty good. Iron. Yeah, we're kind of doing pretty good, actually. Because we've gone a pretty good distance in this. How are we doing on stone? We've probably gone through a good bit, right? Not a bad amount, to be fair. And those go to the respective areas. But yeah, I'm gonna actually need a bit of steel. To place down the upgrades. 1 speed, 3 yields. I do not know how I just did that, but I pressed a set of buttons and actually made like a golf clap. I literally have no idea how I... Oh, hello. Well, that's interesting. I feel sad that you guys are able to hear that, but I just discovered that weirdly I can... That was the weirdest discovery I've ever had with Discord. I'll take it. Alright, turn that off for now. Bats. Yeah, honestly, I probably should just make more batteries in general. Yeah, this is actually going quite well. Now, I would actually get rid of these, but honestly, I feel like it would actually be a little bit detrimental. Uranium. Let me put this in here and do this down. That did not give me much. Crap. So, this does kind of mean... I mean, to be fair, I actually have a decent amount of uranium on these right now, but that's probably where most of my uranium is. So I do think I am gaining uranium as long as I have stone on board. But hey, we're almost at 200. We're down to needing 200 of that, which is nice. Now I think I am actually going to put down one of these.
Meteor storm inbound.
Oh. That's very long. Let's give this a little bit extra power during the day. Now, I do not expect this to work completely. Here's to hoping it does something. Especially during like the later hours or at like noon day. Actually, I just realized I could just put these here instead. Now, this is kind of just, once again, plugging a band-aid over a gaping wound of power requirements, but it will do the job, I guess. Oh, achievement. Alright, there we go. Might help a little bit, I guess. Solar. Yeah. Those solar panels aren't making a lot of power, but they're making something at the very least. It's kind of what matters at the moment. Oh. Right. We're almost there to the amount of that we need. Good news is we got a little bit of power. So, we got that going for us. Yeah, I am gonna have to build more wind turbines too, aren't I? Ah, crap. You there. Give me your plate. Alright. That adds 2 more of those to that as well. We're getting there. Yeah, if I activate this, it's just gonna drain all the power I've built up over the last eternity. And we have the shield capacity right now, so it's not my biggest concern, I guess. It's getting there. Oh, so is this, sort of. Why is it still welding over here? Can I take out something? Oh, what's this? Oops. Yeah, what shields do I have on this? Huh. Cool. So I actually do have a little bit of shielding on this. That's kind of nice. Hey, shields. I wish somebody would spawn in. Make this eventful, but right now I'm kind of just waiting on stuff. Because once this builds, I will be able to start semi-constructing a ship once all the steel plate starts building up again. Oh great, I put this in wrong somehow. Okay, well, here we go. Alright, okay. Plate. Yeah. We'll plug this in once this inevitably goes. Like it goes. There. This too will be making me stuff. Nice. Okay, I might actually have to make another one of those. Okay. Add it to the pile, I guess. Okay. Oh, hey. Oh, nice. The super reactor finished. Nice. That's good. That means we're gonna eventually begin building up plates, which will mean I'll be able to begin construction of something actually useful. Right, this one will just be yield, 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 and speed. Oh, jeez. Oh, it's weird. That was a weird clusterfuck. Right. Well, the ore container is actually beginning to fill up a little bit, which would be concerning if it wasn't good. Reactor. Yeah. Nice. Okay, we're actually doing quite well on uranium now. How are we doing on this? Okay. Right. Shield on. Is this draining? Yep. Now, I would put on another reactor, but honestly, might actually take off these shield flux coils and put capacitors on them. I think though these things actually speed it up, making it draw more power. Alright. Yeah. I mean, it's better, I guess. Means it don't drain completely as quick. I might just do a small shield generator. Just plop it. Just I'ma just do that. See if that helps the shield anyway, in any way whatsoever. Oh, I got so much. Oh, that probably made it actually usable. Right, yeah. Okay, right, let's add a little flux things here. Because these speed it up from what I understand, so... Yeah. And that'll be fine. Nice. Those are actually recharging now. Which once these recharge, this should use a lot less power. I just realized these are the things from Star Wars. Okay, well, we should slowly begin gaining steals at some point. When that may be, I do not know. But, did it again. I don't know how I'm doing that, but I am. Right. Oops. Okay, right. I want to build this actually off of a connector, which is something I've never done. Well, honestly, I probably should. Alright. Okay, right. this is something I am unsure will actually function as a ship, but damn well gonna try. No. Let's see if we can get I'll take it. Okay, right. First up on the docket will be thrusters, so I'm actually going to need a conveyor. Yes. The rust. I have atmosphere, I need large hydro, and I'm going to need large ion. Okay, right. 2 out. So that is first the thrusters. I'm also going to need tank. I will need hydrogen, and I actually probably will need oxygen later on. Right now, not my problem. Alright, okay. That will ignite those, actually, I just realized, so I'm probably going to turn those off very quickly. I can't turn them off very quickly, so I'm going to go here. You and you. Maybe I'll just turn the tanks to tank. Let's have them all on stockpile. Fix the problem. Next up after that will be probably a set of Atmos and then a set of warfare ions. That is one of each type, basically, meaning this is essentially going to be the thruster pod that I make. Then I need the innards here. And then I think I'm actually going to put one of these in the center here. Just because I can. And now we have a flying platform that should be able to fly in space, well, at least in one direction. If it works, we'll be up to gravity, but it should lift itself. Very basic minimum that this is. have to just repeat this. Let's have it go this way as well. Now, I do plan for this to actually be like one of like a set, I think. Like maybe make it like double-sided so that it has one on each, like maybe just as like not like a center but like a side piece, maybe like a side nacelle. I actually have no idea how that would work really, but I am going to need more steel plate. Honestly, this won't be on stockpile. I will actually really need that at some point. Oops. Right, let's get the tanks going up. Okay, well, I've done an hour of this, so I'm actually going to end this episode here. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.